This is Practical Prince. Today we're doing tarot time. We'll be going through some posts from online, answering some questions with tarot. If you're interested in a live reading, I'll be doing those on Friday. Go ahead and check out our session for that. Without much ado, we'll go ahead and start getting into it. Oh, I guess I will apologize. Sound quality isn't going to be the greatest. I've tried as much as I can. I think I'm going to give up on getting the cable, the nice sound working until I can get that replaced. And I don't know when that will be. So just letting you know about that. Sad state. Anyways, we've got 3 questions for today, a little shorter. Give me some time that I did not get elsewhere unexpectedly. So our first question is from Nicole Glasgow. Hello and thank you for your energy and time. What can I do to fix things with John? Now, we've already got some people giving answers, but now it's our turn. So let's go ahead and get our workspace up. Okay. And what is going to be the day? Present. Yeah, okay. Given that this is relationship focused, I've got a few other decks that I think key into that a bit more, but looks like this one gets to take. And let me just make sure I've got it focused right. It's on fixing things with John. What's within her power. All right. Let's go ahead and find our answers. Very common. It's part of it. We'll rearrange more if we need to. Okay. I think it's just the 2, but we'll make sure. So yeah, it's just the 2. There's an emphasis on this one. I'm trying to figure out if there's an order here. 1, 2, but yeah. I'm not getting a strong sense of order. So really, emphasis on this one. I will go left and right though. So we've got the Magician and Temperance. The Magician is, gosh, how to put it? You have the capacity, you have the power, the ability to make it happen. Manifest. That's the term I'm looking for. You're able to make those things manifest in reality. So as far as what you're wanting with John, really just go after it would be the takeaway there. We do have an emphasis on temperance though, and this one's tied with moderation, not being too strong, not being too weak either though. There's a middle ground that we're aiming for to live in. So this one, I mean, this is easy for a girl to follow on. Well, girl or guy, I guess. Moderation is just harder to gauge. whether you're doing too much, too little, whether you're doing the right amount, um, not overexerting yourself, having expectations but not too high, communicating well but not too much or too little. That's more of a guy problem, though, typically. Um, so this one, I mean, it'd be good to have a social network to just talk with people, to be a sounding board, to see if should you push more, push less, pull back, because it's hard sometimes for the individual. Some people are good at it, a number of people are not, though. So, maintaining that balance is going to be more important in the long run as far as fixing things, addressing the relationship. Um, there's certainly an active element, but we don't want to go too overboard. Hey, Rena, how's it going? Hey, Manuel. Um, so this session is focused on answering questions from online. If it's all right, I only had 3 today, and you just saw me finish one of them. If you're willing to wait till the end, I'll do the other 2, and then I'm happy to answer your question. But I do want to get the planned content out of the way. And for that, our next one is from Suzanne Remington. I need healing. My heart hurts from past relationships falling apart. You should be able to hear me. Hey, Sally. So, yeah, I guess I'll just recap. Today I'm doing questions that were posted. Okay. I've got 2 more to do. If you, Sally and Manor, hopefully I'm saying that right. If you're willing to wait till the end, I'll ask them then, or I'll do the readings for them then. But let me get through these 2 questions first, and then I can start answering them. So yeah, Suzanne Remington, need healing. Past relationships been falling apart. So how to heal? Let's go ahead and find our deck. Okay. Lost Forest. Okay. Oh, my apologies. I haven't been sharing the workspace. Lost Forest is the deck that we got for this one. Um, 4 cards so far, and I think that's what we're at. Okay, so greater to lesser influence. This one feels like a DM, just a message to the Clarent, not necessarily on the topic that she's asking. Well, we'll get there. Queen of Skies, 9 of Oceans, and the Fool. Okay. Queen of Skies would normally be Queen of Swords. 9 of Oceans, 9 of Cups, and the Fool is the same. Possibly my favorite card in this deck. Queen of Skies really focuses on the mind, or the intellect, being sharp there. So it would suggest focusing on your head. It doesn't help too much with the feelings of the heart. But you're going to have to lean on that for now until you can fully recover. Let me check 9 of Oceans, see if this particular deck has a spin on it. It's normally the happiness card, the wish card. Contentment, satisfaction, gratitude. Okay, I suspect you would know that. It's the term, if you were to look this up technically, would be radical acceptance. It's accepting things as they are, and acknowledging that that's okay, even though it might not be a desirable state. It is the state of things, and that's what you're working with. No point fretting too much over what is not. So, to continue on, there's the acceptance part. As you focus on what is, you'll be able to realize there are a number of things that you are grateful for. When you stop living so much in the fantasy of what could be, you open yourself up to the niceties of what is. So after you get past the radical acceptance part, well, make sure you appreciate the things that are, that have been supporting you and continue to support you. We move on to the Fool, where, well, it's known for beginnings, new adventures, the unknown, continuing on into that. There's 2 elements to this. One, after getting to this point, putting yourself out there and being willing and ready to go on another adventure. That's half of this, at least as far as your reading goes. The other half is realizing that you could never know the outcome, the ending, before you took the journey. That even if it didn't go the way you expected or wanted, it was still very valuable. You become less the fool having gone through that journey. So that's more of an acknowledgement at this point. As far as action, at this point, it would be putting yourself out there. Our message to you, 3 of Fire. So normally 3 of Wands. Let me go ahead and check this one. I want to say it deals with creativity, but I don't have this one too much. So the notes here are progress, expansion, foresight. And I think this is leaning into the Queen of Skies to a certain extent. Looking at making a plan, laying your life out, and breaking it down into goals and milestones. Maybe you've been floating along too much. I'm not getting a strong sense of that. But there's a strong intent that they're asking of you that's going to be good for you. And that's not necessarily, I mean, it relates to the issues of the heart that you've been dealing with, but this will impact more areas of your life than just that. Oh, and forgot to take a picture of the other one, but let me at least grab this one. We've got one more question, and then we'll do live readings for a bit. And our question, our last question, comes from Duchess DeBus. From Little Man. I need healing, please. So similar, we don't know any particular area, but it is focused on the person. We'll see what kind of stuff we get. I mean, the ones we got for Suzanne had action elements to them. Sometimes it's just hold on and the help is coming. But we'll see. So let me put this away and figure out what deck we are using. This one is also Prisma. Let's shuffle. And let's find out what we need. I'll get the non-button stuff first. I think that's it. Let's check. So here's this one. Okay. It feels a little sparse. Whether there's more elements that could be thrown in here, or other things you could do. But it is trying to hit the bones of what you need to know. We don't really have an order. And we've got a little more weight here. Not much though. Knight of Wands and the Fool. As far as here. Okay. So the Wands deals with a surge of energy. Knight of Wands in particular. You're probably not experiencing this now. This is probably something that's coming your way. it's something that you can throw yourself into, get involved in, and really just let yourself be absorbed in. And that's all fine and good. It'll help invigorate you to a certain extent. It is a temporary thing. It may last a while. Don't get me wrong. It could be months or something like that. It'd be hard to stretch it into years, but it'll definitely help you for a good while. The Fool. Let's see. I mean, we had the notes of adventure and whatnot, but let's get the details relevant for Duchess. Okay. It really is being okay with trying again. Not necessarily same person, not that you're asking about love or anything, but being willing to take the risk, to chase the thing, put yourself out there, whatever it is. And it's going to be a theme. You'll have that happen multiple times, where you try something, sometimes it does work out, sometimes it doesn't. The important thing that you're going to develop over time is just the willingness and readiness to experiment. And that's probably not the best way to phrase it, but I can't really think of a better word. But trying new things and learning from them. Some will be good, some will be bad. And again, sparse, I'm sure there's definitely other things that can help or that you'll be doing. But these are core things. This one will be coming to you. This one, it's more your own initiative. Some things will fall in your lap, but some things you'll need to be looking out for. So, but there will be plenty of opportunities here. If you miss some, it's fine. So, yeah, let's go ahead and grab that picture. And now, thanks for being patient. Let's go ahead and address your questions. Manor, you wanted to ask a question about someone. Did you have a specific question? Because I still haven't seen that yet. Sally, assuming you're still on, we can go ahead and do that one as well. And anybody else who's watching, feel free to drop your questions in. Since we got done early, we'll go ahead and do some live readings while we've got the time. This back with the others. I do need to remember. I just have to note that myself. You don't need that one anymore. Let's just go ahead and switch our caption over for now. And I'm gonna grab one of the screens just in case we reference it. Yeah. I'll go ahead and get started with Sally's question, since we've got it. Oh, and you guys can't see your comments. I'll go ahead and start sharing the chat. I can see the previous ones people have been posting, but now you guys can track what I'm seeing now as I'm going through live. So finances for this month. Is that also? Okay, it's Cosmovisions for this one. Okay, let's find out. Separate things, okay, let's see. Okay, have any other details? I think that's going to be it. I guess do have a sense of we'll be hitting this one about now in the month. Let's make this slightly this will be better. Because yeah, these are going to be longer periods, I guess, and definitely with some overlap. Again, this is fitting within your month, so yeah. As far as when it would start, probably around day 10, give or take a few, which I guess is coming up pretty soon. We've got the bridge, we've got the crow, and we've got 6 of trees. Just making sure I remember what stuff is. I'll need to double check the 6 of trees. I might be mixing it up with the 7 or the 8. But that's normally pentacles, 6 of pentacles. The bridge would normally be the moon, and the crow, the magician. This deck does like to give slightly different interpretations. So as far as bridge goes, moon would usually deal with illusions, things not being what they seem. The bridge is interesting in that you take a path that when looking back, it isn't actually there. And it does speak to getting to a better place. So there's something of a progression, albeit in hindsight, doesn't make sense. So I guess something to be grateful for now and confused about later. But that'll be positive. Crow, magician, this is the typical manifest. As you're putting effort in, you're getting the goods out. 6 of trees is the only one I really need to double check. So let's see. And this one's good. If it were the 4 or 5, I'd be concerned. Okay, so abundance, giving, and gratitude. So, I mean, things are going well enough that there's, in a sense, plenty. It's not to say that it's an overabundance, but you definitely have enough wiggle room, enough slack to be giving and generous. So, quick recap, getting to a better place, although in hindsight, not necessarily understanding how. This we're expecting, well, roughly now. Crow, getting what you put in. It's not as much karma. The focus here is manifesting, but given that he's putting in effort, it is rewarded, is what we're getting from the Crow. This covers roughly day 10 and more. And then 6 just goes on to say even more positive. Yeah, definitely all positive things. This is hitting a positive point, continuing positive, and this speaking to abundance, a localized abundance, not anything too crazy, but yeah, things going well. So, hopefully that helps. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. And if anybody else has questions, or Manor, Rima, if you wanted to drop your specific question, we can do them real quick. Go ahead and switch the caption. There we go. So people know we've transitioned, but yeah, it's not the focus of today. So we'll just idle a little bit and give people a chance to chat and ask. Hate to do it, but I'm going to go recreate that one from earlier while we're waiting for questions. Okay, excellent. And of course, if you do have another question come up, you know how to reach out. So, no problem. Happy to do what I can. Capture that for our first reading. We'll shuffle a bit, give people a chance since they were nice enough to hop on and watch. Otherwise, I'll happily cancel that. I'll continue to follow that website. That would be good. All right, if you do stumble across this and have a question you wanted answered, go ahead and reach out to me. I'm happy to do questions just when I have the time. Of course, if you want a live reading, we have our Friday session, so feel free to check that out. Hope your week goes great, and until next time.